so I'm probably not going to really be able to show the display much, especially with how bright that is. I've got my big light on, it's at night time now. I took everyone's advice, so I did, to give this a whirl and, you know, try and see what I can do about it. I think quite a few people said, you know, whack it on a boil wash, do a few loads with it and see what happens. The door seal, it's got a new door seal on it, and I said in the update video about it being too close to the drum, and it was rubbing against the drum an exponential amount. Quite a big word, that. Yeah, but like, it was rubbing against the drum a lot, so it was, and it sounded like a horse again. The same sound it made whenever I got it and the drum spider was broken. And there was something that worried me, because obviously I can't really wash clothes in a washing machine if it's going to smoke all the time on spin. And I was pretty much, you know, ready to part from it there, but quite a few people said to, you know, give it a few boil washes and use it a bit and see what happens. I've decided to do that. I've got it on a Cotton's 95 with Water Plus. I can't really show you it, and I think it's, yes, it's still heating. It's at 81, so it is. I can't really focus the camera, so I can't. I have my focus locked on my phone, because if I take the focus lock off, then it'll be flickering like anything because of my big light. I don't really know if it'll stay like this, but the hot wash is giving it a wee bit of a gap all around, so it has. It was mainly at the top where the drum didn't have a gap at all, so it didn't, and it's really badly rubbing against the top, so it was. I haven't went into, and you know, the configuration mode and changed the maximum spin speed. I've decided, you know, to keep it at 1300 for now and just see what happens. I think that's the machine. Just click the heater off now. I think you can really smell nearly like a weird smell from it. I think it's just the newness of the rubber. You can kind of see there. I'm sorry I can't focus the camera on the temperature gun, but it is washing at 86, 86, 87. Really good temperature, that. It'll probably go up as time goes on. So as it's just turned the heater off. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. It was sounding quite bad today, so it was you know, dry. Obviously once the seal's all wet, the sound goes away, so it does. But it's mainly just the spins that I'm worried about it, you know, like shredding the door seal, you know. But yeah, I've just decided to whack it on and just see what happens. It isn't making that weird knocking noise either today, so it hasn't made it at all, which is quite interesting. It seems to be a come and go thing, so it does, which is weird. It'd be really nice if this was like a one and done thing, where the boil wash softened the seal and, you know, moved it away from the drum a bit, as sometimes that can happen. The boil washes can do that. I know the drum cling on my Beko WTG, it moved the door seal away from the drum, so it did, which was really nice. But I know that it done like spin washes, you know, distribution washes with half a tub of water. We're just doing a good job. I just stuck a wee teeny dose of washing powder in it, so I did. It isn't leaking or anything, thankfully, but you know, we'll just see what happens. You know, but yeah, it's done about 86, so it has, which is really good. There's definitely a bit more of a gap now, especially up here. There's a lot more of a gap up there, so there is, and a really good sized gap at the bottom there. Before it was directly touching the door seal with no gap at all. So we'll just see what happens. I have max rinse level on in the settings, so I do, and I changed it so that Water Plus was just Water Plus rather than extra rinse. I didn't don't need an extra rinse today, so I don't. And I'm a bit short on time as I wanted it done as quick as possible. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. I'd be a very happy bunny if it, you know, if I got a bit more use out of it. I just don't know. So I don't. See, it shredded the old door seal, so it did one of the days with the towel wash. So with the towel wash, I'm cutting 75. Which maybe was a wee bit of hope with the new seal too. But we'll just have to see what happens, you know.